Everyone, good morning. Happy Sunday. And welcome back to our live classes. Today we're going to do a urban flow class starting at 10 o'clock here on the West Coast. If you will be joining us, we'll start in about 10 minutes. So you have a little bit of time to get your things together. If you're just seeing this pop up on your screen and you decide that you want to practice, we got about 10 minutes or so. Sunday morning flow. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Definitely, Darlene. Welcome back. Hey, Amanda. Good morning. Hope everybody's feeling okay this morning. And coming off last night, it was loud, very loud with all the fireworks. I guess everybody without any fireworks shows going on. It seemed like everybody. I don't know how you get these things, but everybody decided to have their own fireworks show. It was going on. I mean, in recent years past, this is probably the most I've ever seen from our place. But just fireworks everywhere, right? To each their own, but I don't really understand it. But hey, it was loud. That's the idea, I guess. It was loud and going on for most of the night. And kind of takes me down the road into the thought process of questioning ourselves in, you know, why we do the things that we do. So once you're able to identify that you're doing something or that you've done something, and then you can ask the question, why do I do the things that I do? And that's just a nice, interesting way to incorporate your practice into your life. Not that you need to be harsh on yourself or judge yourself in any way. That's the opposite of the point or the practice, if you will. But just to ask the question and let that and go with you in your mind and your thought process as you continue the adventures and that you're taking. Okay, Sue, good morning. It's so smoky. Like the air quality, they say the 4th of July and the 5th of July are some of the worst days for air quality here in Los Angeles. Like there is a literal haze of smoke from your backyard to as far as obviously your eye can see if it's in your backyard or if it's on your porch. It's just nasty. You could see the soot um, on the ground. Like there's, and last night I was saying there seemed to be more than ever. It seemed like every house or every fifth house was lighting off fireworks around us, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. Lindsay, good morning. Hey, Ben, Linus. So, with that said, probably not the best day to do yoga outside if you're in LA. Probably not the best day to go for a walk or a run or do any kind of physical activity outside because, I wasn't even outside but sitting on the porch this morning, but I could already feel it in my voice. So you really don't want to exert yourself, even if you're wearing a mask, to filter some of that air outside today. And we're doing a detox class last evening, which is on the channel at 7:30. And there was a few fireworks going off in the beginning, but then by the time we got towards the end of the practice, I had music in my ears, so it wasn't too crazy. But they were really starting and to go off. And as far as the practice goes, we say we can sit in the middle of all the chaos. We can sit and really dive into a parcel of peace, if you will, inside of ourselves as everything else is going on around you. And that's what we did last night. We did detox. And so if you want to check that out today, if you have a little bit more time on a Sunday and you want to do that detox practice at some point, could be a nice complement. And then we'll be doing another detox practice this evening at 7:30. And so right now we're on a mindful pause at the studio to make some adjustments and continue to observe the situation here in LA County. So whenever we're on a pause or if there's not studio classes, we'll host the 2 online classes retreat style at 10 a.m. in the morning and then 7:30 in the evening. Once the studio classes are in session, then we go to our 1 live class a day, and that will be at noon, which some of you were still doing when we opened the studio for the last 3 weeks. Hi, Taylor. If you'd like music for your practice today, you can choose any flow playlist on my Spotify. I don't have a specific one for today, so you're welcome to choose any flow playlist if you want that to be a part of your practice. And within the next minute or so, you can get your playlist set. You could start it, and then we're going to meet on our backs, lying down in Shavasana. Okay, make sure you got your volume set so you can hear me clearly on the video. You got your music going if you're doing music, otherwise, and hopefully a nice contrast of silence to what I was explaining most of us were hearing and throughout the night last night when you lie down. And relax the arms, relax the head. You soften the shoulders. And feel a gentle release in the chest. And take a pause here to relax for about a minute or so. You can have your eyes closed, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall apart. So we're in recline, butterfly pose, supine Baddha Konasana. And then cactus your arms, so space around you, elbows as high as your shoulders. And then your arms are bent so your forearms are parallel. The palms of your hands are facing open towards the ceiling, towards the sky. You'll feel it. The beauty of the practice is that if you need to feel it, you'll feel it. And then you can incorporate that question mark of curiosity. You know, like I was saying earlier, why do I do the things that I do? And same thing, and why am I feeling, what am I feeling, or what I'm feeling right now? It's not that you need the answer. It's just putting that spark of curiosity in connection with your breath. And if you need to feel something, you'll feel something. If there's a thought that needs to rise and cross your mind, it will come. And if you need that rigor and the vigor and the challenge, it'll be there. If you need the peace and the calm and the stillness, it'll be there. All of this is to wake ourselves up and to move with this mindful practice for the next hour. And go ahead and bring your knees back up towards each other so they touch. Keep your legs bent and your feet are flat on the mat, and then reach your arms straight up over your head. Give yourself a deeper stretch. And through the upper body, it might feel good to yawn. And feel that lift out of your waist. In through your belly, and then bring your knees into your chest. Low back flat to the mat and hands onto your shins. Nice and square, little to no rock on your pelvis. Keep the knees drawn into your chest and the elbows around your sides. Start to roll your forehead up towards your knees. If you feel any weight in your low back, stay mindful, back off a little bit if you need to. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves back down, feet to the ground. Reach your right arm over your head, roll onto your right side, and then pause there in the fetal position. And you can rest your head into your bicep. And take your left arm down your side. And feel here as you lie sideways. When you inhale, the belly should go out and away from the body. And then when you exhale, the belly will come back in. And you can start to realize that state And connecting your mental awareness into your physical awareness. And watching the belly go out as you breathe in and watching the belly come in as you breathe out. Let's use the left hand, come around into a tabletop so you're on all fours. And from your tabletop, you can warm up a little bit and move your hips side to side. Seal your lips, begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And so it's like a switch. And once we start moving, we move from the breath. And create a link, a connection, a chain from one breath to the next. And from there we can continue uninterrupted and through the postures. And the breath is the underlining and sense of support, foundation, strength, peace, and whatever you need throughout your entire practice. Make your way back to center with your inhale, tuck your toes. And palms root as you exhale, lift your knees and draw your hips up into a downward facing dog. And with certainty, we'll feel the effects in the body of anything we've done to it, with it, and along the way over the last 24 hours. So how you slept, what you've eaten, or what you ate, the energy that you exerted, the energy you didn't exert. And so really within the last 24, somewhere between 18 and 24 hours, you're going to notice that in your body. So everything you've done affects the moment that you're in. And then the moment that you're in is the breath that you're taking right now. And that begins to expand the mind into space, and both legs straight, and some energy in your arms, and then a deeper awareness of the breath with your lips sealed. Take 3 inhales and 3 exhales. With your inhale, come forward into a high plank. And so that takes a bit of the fold and the tightness of the back body out of the equation. Now into your neutral spine, plug into your hands. Lift out of your shoulders, kick back through your heels. Take your breath in, and on your exhale, lift your bum back into a downward facing dog. And feeling the shoulders warming up, and start to walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. And bring your big toes together so they touch. You can bend your knees any amount. And then interlace the fingers on the nape of the neck, back of the head. And feel that drag. And so if you just kind of squeeze the back of the head with the heels of your hands. And the fingers are interlaced. I'm just pushing the heels of the hands into the back of the head. And then the head is dropping down towards the feet. And feel the back of your torso into your spine, around your spine. And back of your legs into your hips. You soften the heels of the hands and release them down onto the ground. Inhale to lift halfway, lighten the toes. Exhale, forward fold, chest to the knees. Inhale to rise, take your arms straight up, feel your legs grow. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, take the arms straight up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into a high plank, high push-up. And feel the arms, breath, and lengthen and strengthen through your belly. Come forward, exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog, no rush. And feel the body in the back, come into your down dog, lift your hips. And so you could say, take a breath, 2 or 3. It depends on how long your breath cycle is. As we bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, 2 steps, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise straight up with the arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms straight up, palms face. Exhale, swan dive and fold, lead with your chest. Inhale, lift halfway, hover the spine. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Should feel good to release that essence of the forward fold. Neutral through your spine, shift forward on your exhale, bend your arms, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, tops of the feet. No rush, lift your hips. And come back to breathe in your downward facing dog. Feel the little bend to your knees as you roll your inner thighs back, spread your sitting bones apart. Look forward, heels up, bend your knees, exhale, 2 steps to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, palms face. Exhale, swan dive and fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend the knees, plant, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend your arms. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And take your hands a little bit wider. You can even curl your fingers underneath the side edges of your mat and to hold on to your mat. Lift your right leg up, open your right hip, curl the heel into your bum. And if you're holding the side edges of your mat, squeeze the fingertips back into the palms so the mat's between your hands. And no slip, and then feel that right knee lift a little bit higher. Take a deeper breath as you open this morning to the stretch, and then step your right foot back into a down dog. Roll that right heel heavy, float your left leg up, and then open your left hip, curl your heel into your bum. And so holding the side edges of your mat, if you're doing it, a different orientation in your shoulders, hopefully a little bit more space. And feel the support of your right leg as you lift your left knee. Keep breathing, and your left foot comes back down. Into your down dog, release the right hand flat to the mat, and then release the left hand flat to the mat. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Exhale, bend your arms, elbows in, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, press up, dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. Seal your lips, exhale through your nose. And breathe in, look at your hands. And breathe out, step your right foot in between your hands, lower your left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach as your palms face. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the mat, pull your hips back, straighten your right leg. And so a little Anjaneyasana, half splits in your flow. Come back into your lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, pull your hips back, and straighten your front leg. One more. Inhale, come back to your lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, hips back, straighten your right leg. Feel your right heel ground down through your left knee, and then draw into your belly, float your arms back by your sides. Right ankle is flexed, toes towards your knee, and so you're starting to fire up your core. And keep your heart center lifting, shoulders away from your ears for 3, 2, 1. Come back to your lunge, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, kick your right leg back. Three-legged dog, exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Exhale, step through, and then left foot behind your right ankle, steps forward, pinky toes meet. And so that's a new transition, you guys. Weight into your left heel. Soften your chin, let your head get heavy. And you can tack in with your belly and then breathe and feel the sensation. And drawing breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Arms are there to support, less grip in your neck. And bring your left foot back inside your right foot. And square yourself, bend your legs, sit down, reach your arms up, Utkatasana chair. Okay, not sitting yet into your deepest chair, but a supported chair, tailbone down. Take your right hand, grab the inside of your left wrist, and keep your hips where they are. Draw your left wrist to the right. Shoulders away from your ears. You're still in your chair, legs. Lift the back of your heart, and without moving your hips, draw with your belly for 3, 2, 1. Square yourself in chair, palms face. Stand up, bring your hands to your heart, soften your chin, relax your face. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Bend the knees, plant, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, back bend. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And so as the questions come and through the curiosity, then turn more focus and more energy into your breath. And little bend to your knees, look at your hands, and step your left foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee down. With your inhale, rise, reach your arms up. On your exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, pull your hips back, straighten your left leg. A little Anjaneyasana, half splits flow. Come into your lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, hips back, straighten your left leg. One more, back to your lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down, draw your hips back. Now stay here. Left ankle is flexed, toes towards the knee. Use your right knee, ground into your belly, and float your arms by your sides. And feel the space as you reach forward through the crown of your head, and then back through your arms, more space at the base of the neck. 3. And draw with your belly, and so your heart is higher than your tail. Take an inhale, and come back to your lunge. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Lift your right knee, take a breath. And then kick your left leg all the way back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale to your right elbow, twist. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, step through, and then your right foot steps outside your left ankle from behind, pinky toes meet. Okay, we've always done that setup from the top of the mat. And now you're working it from your down dog transition. Let your head hang heavy. And feel the back body support with the front. And as you work deeper, ground the heels, squeeze the inner thighs. And take a deeper breath into your outer right hip, into the back of the leg. And hands are there supporting a soft jaw. And bring your right foot back inside your left foot. And square it up, weight in the heels, bend your legs, sit Utkatasana, reach your arms up. And feel the strength in your legs in Utkatasana, tailbone to your heels. Left hand grabs the inside of your right wrist. Okay, squeeze the knees and then draw your wrist over towards the left for a side body stretch, lateral movement. And it's enticing when you're breathing in that action. And then the space that you're creating, bring your arms back, palms face, feel your feet. Straight legs, stand up, bring your hands to your heart, soften your chin, relax your face. Take a breath, feel your feet, circle the arms, reach up. On the exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Plant step, light hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So you can do everything in the awareness of your breath cycle. That's the idea. And if you're committed to it and to expanding in the concept of the present moment and beyond time, right? So rather than it be fleeting, it becomes this expansion of space and that you can live in everywhere you go and everything that you do. Keep your right foot down. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale your knee to your right elbow and then hold it there. Come up onto your right fingertips. Pivot your back heel down. Take your right hand, grab onto your left shin, and pull your knee towards your chest. And if that's too much on your bottom arm, keep your gaze down and hugging that left shin back into your chest. Nice. Now use your core. Keep that left leg as it is. Pivot, right hand down. Now kick your left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, arms straight, and crunch. Inhale, kick your right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, step your left foot all the way through, straighten that front leg out. And feel the leg straighten, use the length of your arms. And take the roundedness out of your spine, deeper breath into your chest. At the same time, on your exhale, bend your front leg, lower your back knee. Keep those toes tucked and then rise, arms up, palms face. So I'm vertical and from the tailbone through the crown of the head. There's two 90-degree angles, my left leg and my right leg, and then T-twist. Take your left arm back, reach your right arm forward. Slow down your exhale, maintain the length and the lightness behind your eyes. As you inhale, reach out through your middle fingers. And then as you exhale, right hand down, windmill your left arm back to the ground. And tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step your right foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Feet to mat, inhale, arms rise, gaze can lift. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step or light hop back. Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice flow. Take it back, downward facing dog. Relax the neck and the muscles in your jaw. And feel the links in creating the chain connection through each breath that you take. Keep your left foot down. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Keep it there. Come up onto your left fingertips. Pivot your back heel down. Take your left hand to your right shin. Draw your knee into your chest as high as you can. You can always keep your gaze down. And so you're supporting with the strength in your upper back. And use the upper back and the core. Keep your right knee there. Left hand down. Pivot back. Kick your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Bring your knee to your nose. Crunch. Inhale. Kick back and up. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Knee to your nose. Crunch. One more. Kick back and up. Knee to your nose. Crunch. And then step. Right foot all the way through. Straighten your front leg out. Use your arms. You can always use support if you need blocks underneath your hands to make your back flat, arms a little bit longer. Keep your lips sealed. Relax the tongue. On your exhale, we come back into the lunge and lower the back knee at the same time. Inhale, rise. Tailbone pushes down. And belly in, we're vertical. Two 90-degree bends in both legs. And on your exhale, T-twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Lightness behind the eyes as you inhale. And so the heart is uplifting, the shoulders descend, and then you can reach out across the chest through your middle fingers. And take one more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right hand comes all the way around. Left knee lifts, bend the knee, step your left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up and reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, set your feet. Inhale, arms up, palms face. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Bend the knees, plant, step, float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your dog. Bring your big toes together in your down dog. And we're going to eagle wrap the left leg around the front of the right thigh. Similar to what you did earlier, in just a different position. If you need to reset the hands, reset the hands. And draw that right heel into the mat. As you lift your tailbone up, you might feel the stretch all the way down into your calf muscle. Keep your eagle legs crossed. Now come forward like plank. All you're going to do is straighten that left leg out to the right. Keep both hands down, back heel high, and then lengthen through your heart center. Breathe into your outer left hip. And feel the lift and the length. If it's too much, more breaths, come up to your fingertips. You just made your stilts longer and creating space in your low back. Okay, this is human. We do what we need to do. Okay, it all comes through that question, why am I doing what I'm doing? Come back to the breath, hands flat. Okay, cross your left leg around your right, lift your bum back up. Beauty, take a breath in. Look to your hands, step your left foot in between your palms, lower your right knee down. Untuck your back toes, inhale, arms up, Anjaneyasana. Now with a little more core. Bend into your front leg and breathe into the front of your right thigh. As you're reaching up, looking up, shoulders down, palms can meet. Hook your thumbs, pinky sides of the palms squeeze, and then extend. Feel your lats broadening through your upper back. And gaze forward, take an inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale, twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Left hand into your right hand. And feel the twist, heart center lifting. Gaze softens down, tuck your back toes. And on your exhale, lift your right knee. And draw through your quad. You're going to be able to straighten that right leg. And you feel the space between your knees. And keep rolling the breath through the back of your heart. And bring your gaze and hands to the mat flat. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, kick your left leg back and up, 3-legged dog. And you can stay there or walk your hands back a couple inches. And the arm balance is left knee above your left elbow. Hold it there. Lift your back heel, drag the back foot, and then float it off the ground, elbows in. 3, 2, step or jump back, Chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Draw with your legs. Put a little bend to your knees if you need it for your low back. Lips sealed, jaw soft, and you're feeling that prana. Energy in your body. Left foot stays, big toes together. Eagle wrap, right leg around your left thigh. So the right leg is wrapped over. And tailbone up, palms down, and then you keep your left heel heavy. And keep this eagle version of the legs. Come forward like plank. Feel your hands. Now just straighten your right leg out to the left. Feel the inner thighs cross, back heel high, and pull your heart through. If you're not feeling it in your outer hip, you're feeling it, and come up onto your fingertips and create more space. Shapeshifters. Okay, that's the idea of the mindful adjustment. You're shape-shifting in consistency in the links and the chain effect of your breath, okay, building that prana. And back down onto your hands flat. And you bring your right knee back and kick it up, three-legged down dog. And big step, right foot all the way through. Lower your left knee down. Untuck the toes, inhale, rise, arms up, Anjaneyasana. And now as you bend your front leg, keep the heel heavy, relax the toes. And tailbone down, breathe into the front of your left thigh. And gaze, hands. Exhale, twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. Right hand into your left. If your hands want to hang out, right, draw that right shoulder back and then draw your thumbs into your heart center. Keep the twist, look down, tuck your back toes, draw, lift the left knee. You're going to feel that space, okay, like you haven't before. Kick through the heels, ground with your tail, ascending line to your spine. I'm still lifting the back of the heart. Deepening the breath, because you know the build of the breath now is going to set you up for the lightness in the future. If you don't do it now, it's going to be a little more tricky. Gaze and hands to the mat. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, right leg kicks back and up, three-legged dog. And set your hands, crawl them back a couple inches. Your fingertips into the ground, and then we hold our arm balance. Right knee above your right elbow. Hold it there. Okay, now drag the back toes. Bend the arms. Lift your back foot for 5, 4, 3, 2. Step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. And downward facing dog. Draw in with your back, press down into your hands. Heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet so they're hip width apart. Take your hands, slide them under your feet from the front. So toes to your wrist crease. Turn your heels out slightly. And drop your chin. Smooth out your breath. Feel the breath underneath your shoulder blades. Just exhale, a little bend to your knees. Slide your hands out. Heel toe your feet together so your big toes touch. Okay, lift your heels, bend your knees, set your hands flat. So whatever you need, bend your legs so that your hands can be flat. Keep your bum up and bring your knees into your armpits. And keeping your bum up as high as you can, rock some weight into your hands. Turn the elbows in. Keep the arms as straight as you can. Lift one or both feet off the ground for crow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and your feet go down. Lift your bum up. Forward fold. Release the chin. Stay in your fold. Take a breath in. Slight bend to your knees. Draw with your belly. And on your exhale, slowly begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. Rising, lifting, growing up with your inhale. Shoulders down away from your ears. And take a step towards the top of your mat if you're not there. Hands to your waist. Keep the chest proud. Lift your left knee in front. Eagle wrap, left leg over your right leg. And keep your eagle legs on squeeze. And then begin to hinge. Bring your chest down. Interlace the fingers behind your low back. Feel your standing heels. You reach your knuckles back. And draw with your heart center through and stand all the way up. Lift your left knee in front of you. Hands still together behind your bum. And stand tall through your right leg. Slowly kick your left leg back in toppling tree. Hands stay together behind your body. Keep your legs in the shape, hands to your waist. And bend your right knee, step back into a crescent lunge, toes down, reach your arms up. Right, feel that length with your inhale, and then pivot your back heel down. Exhale sets you into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg, hips back. Reach forward, take your right hand down to your ankle or shin. Left arm goes up as you're in triangle pose. And top arm strong, keep growing up with your breath as you take your gaze down. Bend your right leg, reach your right hand down, left leg lifts, half moon. Feel the half moon rising, rotate through your rib cage. Left arm stacks over your right arm. And when you kick through your back heel, that creates more space in your bottom hip crease. Kick through your back heel. Slowly square, bring your left hand down, both hands to the mat. Fingertips or palms flat. Work your right leg straight as you turn your left hip down. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left foot down to your right foot. Little bend to your knees. Inhale, soften your chin. Exhale, go ahead and roll up one vertebra at a time. Feel the lift, feel the length, shoulders away from your ears. Hands onto your hips, lift your right knee in front. And then eagle wrap your right leg over your left leg, please. And feel your legs wrapped. You reach your arms back behind you, interlace the fingers as you hinge, connect the palms. And breathe, slowly lift the heart, lift the right knee, hands stay together. And draw with your hands, lengthen your heart center, and begin to kick your right leg straight back. And toppling tree with your hands still touching. Little bend to your left knee, step your right foot back and down. Release the grip, take your arms up, reach in the inhale. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down. Set your warrior two, arms out into a T. Good, straighten your front leg, hips back. Reach forward, left hand down to your shin. And take your right arm up. And feel the triangle pose as you reach, lengthen up through the back of your heart. And feel all of this space as you bring your gaze down. Bend your front leg, left hand to the mat, right leg lifts. Kick back through that heel. Feel the space in your left hip crease, right arm stacked, shoulder on top. With breath, square, bring your right fingertips down, or palms flat. Your right hip turns down, left leg straight for 3, 2, 1. Right foot to your left foot, little bend to your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up, belly in. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Come down to your knees and go into child's pose, please. Bum to your heels, forehead to the mat. Let your belly soften, forehead ground. Your shoulders, relax your back. Slow down your breath. Feel some calm in your mind. And from your child's pose, come back up into your tabletop, all fours. And gaze down in between your hands. You can do a couple cats and cows. Drop the belly, inhale, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the spine, draw your belly in. Inhale to extend, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, belly in. One more, inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. Knee flat back, tuck your toes, and press back into your down dog pose. And you take a breath in, lift your left leg up. And then exhale, bring your left knee outside your left wrist. Come into a single-legged pigeon. All right, come out of your pigeon, you guys. Sorry, I was multitasking. There's a delivery at the studio. So I put you in pigeon. Come back into your down dog. Nice long pigeon on the left side. You can pedal it out and feel the release into your outer left hip. And when you're ready, take your right leg up. Right knee outside your right wrist. Come into your single pigeon on the other side. Hopefully you're okay with that long pigeon. We did a long pigeon last night in detox too. And just that which builds up in the outer hips, and the glutes in the outer thighs. And you don't force it, relax your jaw, soften your breaths. And when you really get into the detox or the yin essence of a posture, it's 3 minutes or more. And what it gets into the fascia and the connective tissue, deeper compression around the joints. It requires more relaxation of the muscles, and so you can let your muscles really release. You notice if you're still gripping, tensing, tightening around the neck or through the jaw, let all that go for about another minute here on this side. Finish your next breath at the end of the exhale. Start to walk your hands back in. And tuck your back toes and then step back into your down dog and to release that right leg. And when you're ready, come down onto your knees and swing your feet around in front of you, please. And start with your legs straight. Hands by your hips, fingertips facing forward. And to soften the shoulders, you may need to bend your arms a little bit. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then level your chin so it's parallel. Humble chin, bottom of the chin, parallel to the floor. You've done it all morning. Keep your right leg straight. Wrap your left leg over your right leg like an eagle leg, so you're knee to knee. You did that earlier in your down dog with your eagle legs, and then reach your arms forward, lift out of your low back, and grab onto your right foot. And feel the sensation in the back of your right leg. And then keep lifting out of your low back, and you can hinge a little bit deeper. Fill out into the full expression of your breath. And you can feel it, deeper breaths. And slowing down your exhale. And you start to lift your chest back up, release your foot, and then take your right hand behind you. Straighten your left leg out and roll onto the outer right hip. So the outer right hip bone, the greater trochanter. Right leg is straight. Cross your left straight leg over your right ankle. And then your right arm is your kickstand. And so as you kickstand your torso into this lateral and side bend, you let your ribs fall down, your shoulder can shrug up, and then your head can move away from that shoulder and the chin towards the chest. So you should get a pretty sweet sensation and stretch into the outer right side body, which then goes deeper into the muscles that you're feeling stretch, the intercostal muscles and behind the rib cage. And just remember to keep your chin low as your shoulder shrugs. Moving breath through any of that resistance and that you might feel from your outer hip, maybe even all the way down to your knee, and then all the way back up into your armpit. And start to draw your ribs back in. Gaze comes forward as the shoulder drops. And then we'll turn, come back facing the top of your mat and setting up in the last side. With your left leg straight, and cross your right leg over your left like an eagle leg. You need a knee, square it up. Reach your arms forward. Grab for your left foot, ankle or shin. And gentle, gentle lift through the back of your heart. Creates more of a hinge versus a fold. And sensation where we hope to receive it. In the back of your left leg, hamstring all the way down into your calf. Meet the moment with your breath and draw your gaze back up and release your foot. Take your left hand behind you and straighten your and then roll on to the outer left hip. And with your legs straight, set your left hand and cross your right ankle in front of your left ankle. And find your balance. And then start to let the rib cage on the left side and go towards the ground with gravity. The shoulder can shrug and head away and rest. Should feel good to also soften your belly. You might get some incredible waves of lightness. Why do we do the things that we do? Why do we say the things that we say? These are great questions, and to explore the mindfulness of our existence and to continue to grow with every breath that we take, to lengthen with our inhales, and to expand ourselves with patience on our exhales, and to feel the beautiful connected energy from one breath to the next, and then from one being, one human being, to another. And feel the hands start to draw the ribs back in towards the body. And the gaze can lift. Nice. Uncross your right leg as you turn yourself back towards the top of your mat. And now we're just going to go ahead and lie down with all this space in our side bodies. And let your back release. And take your arms out a little bit wider than you're used to with your palms facing up. And step your heels out a little bit wider, big toes fall away. And hopefully you can feel a nice calm and settled effect of your torso, that which holds the majority of the energetic line that is your spine. And let the ground support you in your release here this morning. With the eyes closed and the breath relaxed. Stillness. And you keep showing up in this way, and you may just receive into the exact, not to the ideal space of the mind, of what you want, but to the exact moment you may receive exactly what you need. And I hope you can all see and feel the two beautiful sides of energy, the yang and the yin. the great rise and the eloquent and descent into the position you're in right now. We need both. And to explore balance, equality within ourselves, and then of course, and to share this world with each other. Please take your time in Shavasana. No rush, drink lots of water. At least here in LA, it's going to be a hot one for the next week or so. And drink lots of water, please. And take care of yourselves. Reach out if you need anything. And we hope to see you back here on live and also in the studio very soon. We'll be in touch. Beautiful day. Namaste.